Go Fighting starts a sleep defense war. Huang Jingyu suffers from insomnia. Gong Jun counterattacks and becomes the winner. 1/3 of a person's life is spent in sleep, and sleep is closely related to health. However, for some people, good sleep has become a luxury, and a good night's sleep has become a daily wish of modern people. For this reason, the Go Fighting brothers will become sleep warriors and start a sleep battle before the night comes to defend their sleep. They will experience the insomnia troubles of urban residents firsthand, and say goodnight to the world with sharing and companionship. This is a competition against time. From the beginning of getting on the bus, you have to win by speed. The first person to arrive at the departure bus will get a greater advantage in the advantage of choosing clothes. For the advantage, Huang Jingyu, who is very competitive, ran out like a gust of wind after reading the rules. This season's content is already halfway through, so let's win once. Huang Jingyu, who didn't even have time to change his pajamas, ran for a long time but couldn't even find the elevator. He finally got on the elevator and was almost pushed down by Huang Jingyu, Jianlian and Wang Minghao. These people were secretly trying to get out of the elevator first. On the other side, Gong Jun and Yan Haoxiang took the elevator leisurely and got on the bus first. Although they were staying in the same hotel, they faced the difference in fate. The worst was Huang Jingyu, who was the first to go out, but his performance was still the last. After arriving at the destination, Yan Haoxiang, who got on the bus first, got a surprise gift package. Based on Gong Jun's understanding of the Extreme Challenge program team, the things in the surprise gift package may not be good. Sure enough, the gift package turned out to be a set of primitive popular suits. The other members who didn't get the sleeping suits could only choose the pajamas with very unique styles collected by the program team from netizens. Moreover, according to the order of getting on the bus, the people with higher ranking can choose clothes for the people with lower ranking. Perhaps the program team did not expect that they not only choose clothes, but also modify them. Huang Jingyu felt that the clothes were too long, so they helped him cut them short. Jianlian wanted long pants, but he could only watch the long pants being cut into shorts. Don't look at Gong Jun's happiness in ruining other people's pajamas. Huang Jingyu directly said that this boomerang might stab himself. So, after Gong Jun and Huang Jingyu were left without choosing clothes, the program team decided to let Gong Jun choose for Huang Jingyu, and everyone chose for Gong Jun together. This made Gong Jun very angry. He gave the first place to Yan Haoxiang and only got the second place. Now the second place has become a decoration. Why? Jianlian next to him comforted Gong Jun with the attitude of a person who had experienced it. In Extreme Challenge, you still talk to them about reason? Isn't this a joke? Although he looked unconvinced, Gong Jun did not leave any way out when he chose clothes for Huang Jingyu. When it was everyone's turn to choose for him, he became obedient in a second and told his brothers that he wanted to keep some idle baggage. However, the brothers did not show him any mercy. After changing clothes, the 2 rounds of the sleep battle officially began. In this competition, the member with the most time value will become the time hunter. The time hunter can swallow up half of the other member's time value by pressing the red button on the chest of the other member. There are sleeping spots with different beds scattered in the venue. After gathering the number of people, lying in the sleeping spot for 10 minutes can get the corresponding time value. In each round, the person who gets more time value will have a greater task advantage. According to the ranking of the order of arrival at the bus, the members got different initial time values, and Yan Haoxiang became the only time hunter at this time. Yan Haoxiang was really immersed in the joy of hunting. Before Huang Jingyu could react, he was pressed by Yan Haoxiang, and the originally short time was cut in half. It seemed that he couldn't bear to be pitiful to his poor brother, and finally Yan Haoxiang gave Huang Jingyu a discount. Not only discounts, but also teaming up together, the only hunter, plus the big devil who doesn't follow the rules, split the snatch time in half. This pair is really amazing. Originally wanting to have a delicious meal together, seeing Jianlian falling into the trap, he gave up the food and turned to time. Jianlian was unprepared and wanted to form a team to do the task, but Yan Haoxiang snatched away half of his time. The principle of the big devil is that he will not let go of anyone who passes by. Huang Jingyu, who was watching the show on the side, realized that it was too late to run, and was directly controlled by Huang Jingyu, and Yan Haoxiang snatched away his time. Jianlian and Huang Jingyu, who continued to make up time, lay down immediately after arriving at the sleeping point. But Jianlian was very miserable. Because of his mosquito-attracting physique, He was besieged by mosquitoes, but the task regulations were that he could not move around. When there was only 1 minute left to complete the task, Jianlian raised his arm to drive away the mosquitoes, causing the task to restart the timer. Jianlian was attacked by mosquitoes one after another, and he repeatedly tried to drive them away, causing the timer to restart. Wang Ziming, who originally had little time, was implicated by Jianlian. Instead of getting extra time for the task, he only had 9 minutes left. Jianlian apologized and gave Wang Ziming 1 minute to give him time to complete the task. At this time, the cooperation between Huang Jingyu and Yan Haoxian was still continuing. The next victim was Gong Jun. Under the assistance of the Big Devil, the weak and helpless Gong Jun had no power to fight back. Gong Jun, Jianlian and Wang Ziming agreed to form an alliance when they were doing the task together. When they saw Huang Jingyu and Yan Haoxian coming, they all fled in a hurry, and some alliances really broke up while running. In order to win over Wang Ziming, Yan Haoxian generously gave him 30 minutes of time. Either he was eliminated or he joined the hunt. Wang Ziming, who was used to being the big brother, had to call Yan Haoxian the big brother at this time. Huang Jingyu followed Yan Haoxian, and his time value increased all the way. Suddenly, he became the person with the most time value and unexpectedly became the big winner. At that time, Wang Minghao was doing tasks with his brothers Huang Jingyu and Wang Ziming, and was almost pressed by Yan Haoxian again. At the critical moment, the hunter changed to Huang Jingyu. He thought he could escape, but he didn't expect that Huang Jingyu would be more ruthless and directly pressed him. Wang Minghao worked the hardest in the whole audience, but he was busy for a long time and got nothing. Wang Minghao, who was young, was tired visibly. Wang Jingyu became the hunter. When he saw Gong Jun and Jianlian coming towards him, he just asked them if they had slept. Mattress task. After learning that they had got 10 minutes, he turned around and left. If there is anything more tragic than losing a game, it may be like this, being looked down upon by the hunter directly. He worked hard to get some time value, but it was not in his eyes. The second round of competition begins, and the members arrive at the next battle point, the end of Shenzhen Daping Arena, a place best suited for days and relaxation. This round of competition game upgrades, and completing the sleeping mat task can get crunk, which can activate the turntable. By turning the turntable, you can get the attributes on the turntable to change your time value. And in this round, everyone can attack, but can only attack people with less time than themselves. A successful attack can plunder half of the opponent's time value, but if you attack the wrong object, you need to give half of your own time value. Gong Jun ran into Wang Jingyu at the beginning. When Huang Jingyu asked Gong Jun to give him some time, Gong Jun was shocked. It was outrageous that the one with the most time value asked him for the least time value. However, when the big devil doesn't cherish politeness, don't blame him for turning his face and being ruthless. Huang Jingyu was rejected by Gong Jun, so he said directly, "You divide it or I take it myself." Yan Haoxian was doing a task in the window and was discovered by Jianlian. Jianlian, who was in a playful mood, directly locked the door of the store. Unexpectedly, Yan Haoxian gave Wang Jingyu a look and made Jianlian lose half of his time. Gong Jun is smarter. He knows how to cherish time, stay away from the devil, grow quietly, and accumulate time. Hardworking people are the luckiest. Gong Jun found 2 task mattresses in succession and got too conscious. The first time he turned the turntable, he had the right to exchange time with a designated person. Because he was shot by Yan Haoxian in the last round, he would rather give up Huang Jingyu, who had the most time value, and exchange Yan Haoxian's time value. What's funny is that Yan Haoxian and Huang Jingyu were still a pair of close friends in the last round. This time, when Yan Haoxian got half of the time value of the designated person in the turntable, he chose Huang Jingyu without mercy. It turned out that Yan Haoxian did not cooperate with Huang Jingyu, but fattened him up, and then slaughtered him hard to complete the perfect harvest. In this round, there are not only sleeping mat tasks, but also sleep-aiding tasks that are started at irregular intervals. The most outrageous thing about these sleep-aiding tasks is that Wang Minghao actually became a pet pig, and other members can complete the sleep-aiding tasks through him. This link is obviously the time for Wang Minghao to turn over and take charge, but he met Huang Jingyu, who couldn't beat him, so he could only be a pet pig. However, when facing Yan Haoxian's provocation, Wang Minghao couldn't bear it at all. His time value is not as much as Yan Haoxiang, so he used less to press more. First gave Yan Haoxiang time, and then exchanged time values with him, so that Yan Haoxiang's sleep time value was born 10 minutes. At the same time, Jianlian used the clunk to turn the turntable and got the opportunity to take away half of the time value of others. He chose Yan Haoxiang without hesitation and took away Yan Haoxiang for 5 minutes, which cut his time value in half again. Gong Jun also turned to the same option and chose Yan Haoxiang again. In the end, Yan Haoxiang's time value went from the Time King in the first round to the miserable 2.5 minutes now. Jianlian and Gong Jun worked hard for a long time, but played in vain, and the time value they got was pitifully small. For a moment, they didn't even know whether Yan Haoxiang was pitiful or the two of them were more pitiful. Yan Haoxiang, who was about to be eliminated, asked Wang Xiaoming for help remotely. He called him brother and got half of Wang Xiaoming's wealth and another 30 minutes of time value, which instantly made him strong again. The flame of revenge burned in Yan Haoxiang's body, just because the time value taken away by Wang Minghao included the hard-earned money earned by Wang Xiaoming from working hard. Jianlian and Gong Jun, who wasted the time of the turntable in vain, originally planned to develop in a wretched way and just wanted to find a place to hide. At the last moment, they exchanged the most time value. In order to prevent others from ruining the plan, they also took away the turntable. However, when Gong Jun exchanged Wang Minghao's time value, he became a nouveau-riche and planned to start the hunting time again. This pair of brothers who had been at a disadvantage in the previous round also started to play tricks. Gong Jun transferred the points to Jianlian, and then he acted as bait, letting Jianlian shoot people at the critical moment. With this trick, they not only emptied Wang Minghao's time, but also pressed the big devil. It was really cool. However, this person was too arrogant, and sooner or later something would happen. Jianlian had already been seen by Huang Jingyu without knowing it, and his time was exchanged. So, when Jianlian and Gong Jun met Wang Minghao and Yan Haoxiang, Wang Minghao and Yan Haoxiang exchanged their time respectively, but the time value they got was pitifully small. At that moment, Jianlian realized that his position as the richest man had already changed hands. However, the mantis stalked the cicada and the oriole was behind. The conch that Wang Xiaoming got was never used, and the conchs of others were all used up. When Yan Haoxiang asked Wang Xiaoming for help and asked for the time value, he also told him that the person with the most time value was Huang Jingyu. At this time, Jianlian, Gong Jun, and Wang Minghao each had little time value, and Huang Jingyu became a mobile blood bag. When they were about to be eliminated, Huang Jingyu recharged them for 3 to 5 minutes, not for anything else, but to see them revenge each other. Perhaps he had a premonition that his time would be taken away by Wang Xiaoming, so he decided to share the time with Yan Haoxiang, Jianlian, Gong Jun, and Wang Minghao. Just after they finished sharing, Wang Jingyu's time value was indeed replaced by Wang Xiaoming. At this time, the sun rose, and the real ultimate time battle began. Everyone took the time at this moment as the standard, found any person whose time value was less than their own, pressed the red button on his chest, eliminated him, and swallowed up all the other party's time. If the attack was wrong, you will be eliminated directly, and all the time belongs to the other party. If multiple people hold hands to complete the attack, the time gained or lost will be shared by multiple people. Wang Jingyu never thought that he wanted everyone to be at the same starting line and have a sense of game experience, so he divided the time value to others, but he turned out to have the least time. In desperation, the big devil could only form an alliance with Gong Jun and Jianlian to have the strength to fight against Yan Haoxiang, Wang Minghao and Wang Xiaoming, who had already formed a group. However, ideals are full, but reality is very skinny. The opponent has a lot of time value, and they have no power to fight back and can only run away. Wang Jingyu, who was alone, joined in when he couldn't beat him and directly held Wang Xiaoming's hand. At this time, Jianlian and Gong Jun became the weakest. The 4 people attacked from front and back, eliminated Jianlian first, and then began to chase Gong Jun. When Gong Jun was captured alive by Wang Jingyu and Wang Minghao, Wang Xiaoming and Yan Haoxiang also arrived. The big devil is the big devil, and he is too good at playing. On the surface, they are blocking Gong Jun, but in fact they have already aimed at Yan Haoxiang. As soon as they get close, they will quickly take action and eliminate the two. Wang Jingyu, Gong Jun, Wang Minghao, this small team, held hands for no more than 1 second, and started to eliminate people. When the big devil starts to use his brain, the result is really incredible. The final battle, the struggle between Huang Jingyu, Gong Jun, and Wang Minghao. Who could have expected that Gong Jun was about to be eliminated just now, and now he has a chance to be reborn. And, when Huang Jingyu and Wang Minghao were fighting, Gong Jun found the right time, immediately took action, and eliminated Wang Minghao first, becoming the big winner among the three. The alliance broke up as soon as it was said, which seems to have become the standard of Go fighting. However, Wang Minghao has always been the one who stabbed others in the back. Now, Wang Minghao has finally been stabbed in the back by Gong Jun. This battle was so up and down that it was unexpected, and Gong Jun achieved a counterattack from the bottom to the peak. As the final winner, Gong Jun got the ownership of a table of delicious food. In short, he can decide who can eat this meal and who can't. History is always surprisingly similar. Thinking of the past, Wang Minghao tortured his brothers to death because he got such an opportunity. In comparison, Gong Jun seems much more honest. This victory was originally won by chance, so he didn't bother others, so as to avoid the boomerang coming back to him. The brothers in this episode of Extreme Challenge stayed up all night to fight for sleep. Due to insufficient sleep quality, even the big devil's condition was not right. It turned out that Huang Jingyu was one of the many people suffering from insomnia. They used a night of hard work to prove to us how important sleep is to a person's physical and mental health. However, sleep problems have become an important problem that troubles modern people. Therefore, learning to release yourself, refuse internal consumption, go to bed early and get up early is crucial to maintaining physical and mental health. I hope everyone can get rid of the problem of difficulty in falling asleep, have high-quality sleep, and thus have a healthy body and life.